Things are getting very, very interesting. In our earlier analysis a few hours ago, we looked at the Nyeri incident where Maina Njenga stormed a church event organized and presided over by Pastor Dorcas Rigathi. Dorcas Rigathi had to run away for her dear life. Rigathi has so far condemned that incident. His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, unleashing the leader of an outlawed criminal gang and his goons to disrupt peaceful prayers and desecrate the altar, is the lowest any government can go, no matter the level of desperation. So Rigathi is condemning that incident, and he is indirectly trying to say Ruto's government is desperate. I want us to put all this into perspective for Kenyans to understand what's happening here and the truth behind all this. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Let me start by reminding Kenyans of some very interesting events that happened before. Kenyans normally forget things very fast. And that's why some Kenyans have started being sympathetic to Rigathi Gachagua. And I've always maintained Kenyans will still continue suffering until that day they will acquire wisdom. We all remember sometimes back when Uhuru Kenyatta's Northlands farm was raided. It's widely believed that those who organized and coordinated that raid came from Rigathi Gachagua's office. Rigathi never condemned that raid. I hope Kenyans can still remember that incident. He never condemned that raid. Right now he's condemning Maina Njenga from storming a church function. I thought that church function was for everybody. Does it mean it was only for some specific people? Was Maina Njenga not allowed or expected to attend it? Rigathi never condemned the raid at Uhuru Kenyatta's Northlands farm. In 2022, during the campaigns, Ida Odinga was in Meru, where she was badly heckled and literally chased away. Why Ida was booed in Meru? That was on Sunday, March 27, 2022. A Catholic Women Association prayer meeting in Meru town ended in disarray after politics took the better part of its conclusion. So in 2022, Ida Odinga was in Meru. She was heckled and almost chased away, simply because she was Raila Odinga's wife. Rigathi was silent. He never condemned that incident. So all along, Rigathi seems to be enjoying all this hooliganism that have been happening to his political opponents. And also, we still remember recently in Nyahururu, Rigathi stormed a music concert. Some musicians from the mountain had organized a concert. They never invited Rigathi. Rigathi went and stormed it. The organizers were very angry. They never allowed Rigathi to address the people. And in this forum, I did condemn Rigathi for that. You don't just storm people's events. Rigathi Gachagua supporters were celebrating and boasting on how Rigathi was very popular on the mountain, not knowing he had stormed an event where he had not been invited. Today, the same Rigathi Gachagua who stormed a music concert without being invited is condemning Maina Njenga for storming a prayer event. Why the double speak, the hypocrisy? I want us to dig deep into this, ladies and gentlemen. If you look at what is currently happening to Rigathi Gachagua, I won't be wrong to say Rigathi speared himself with his own spear. And a man who spears himself with his own spear should never be mourned. Rigathi should never be mourned. When Rigathi was a strong deputy president, when he had power, the face of Kenya Kwanza's impunity was none other than Rigathi Gachagua. And there are so many instances where Rigathi proved that power had gotten into his head. He became the face of impunity in William Ruto's government when he had power. We still remember how the police dealt with the opposition protesters and demonstrators. There were several killings in Kisumu. Rigathi never condemned all that. We remember all these things. And also, if you look at Rigathi Gachagua, his allies and supporters, they have been very hostile to contrary opinions on the mountain. If you are not singing Rigathi Gachagua's praises, you will be mocked, you will be abused, and you will even be chased away. And we have also seen hecklings going on the mountain. If you are not supporting Rigathi, his supporters normally heckle you. And I'm one person who has always maintained here that each and every person has to be allowed to sell his ideas to Kenyans. If you feel you don't want to buy the idea, then you just walk away, don't attend. But regarding the Gachagua supporters have been supporting the hecklings that have been going on the mountain. To counter that, regarding the Gachagua's opponents also brought in Maina Njenga. And Maina Njenga has been brought after Rigathi and his team proved to be very violent on the mountain. If Rigathi and his team could have allowed others to also sell their agenda, I don't think all these things could be happening on the mountain. But Rigathi, he does not want others to criticize him. He mobilizes and organizes his supporters to attack those people. If the opponents now organizes to challenge the attacks coming from Rigathi Gachagua, he's now crying out for help. So I'm seeing a Rigathi Gachagua who is clearly double speaking here. He's drinking wine but preaching water. And what tells Rigathi Gachagua that Maina Njenga is the Mungiki leader? Who has told Rigathi that Maina Njenga is the Mungiki leader? And how does he know that the youth supporting Maina Njenga are Mungiki leaders? I'm seeing a Rigathi Gachagua who is just threatened. Anytime he sees the youth supporting another leader, he will always brand them very funny names. I'm seeing a man who feels threatened. He does not want any person to challenge his perceived grip of the mountain. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. Above all, Rigathi Gachagua speared himself with his own spear. And I believe he should not be mourned. He has been the face of impunity. Let me stop it there. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.